What are you doing? Why are you sitting there? Get off your ass and click that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, click that like button. We need to know that you really mean it, that you really appreciate our content. And if you want to hear the full version of the podcast, go to iTunes and Google Play. That's SMH Podcast with no space, SMH Podcast. Or if you feel like really getting the full-on experience of me and Philly, also Mo and other people, go to Soundcloud. Soundcloud has a bunch of stuff, a bunch of content from us. Some of the stuff you won't even find nowhere else but SoundCloud. And if you feel froggy, then leap on over to www.smhpodcast.com. There we do full-on written articles with audio versions. Also, you'll probably find in the future critically acclaimed genius segments like the Weekly Thirst and much, much more. Enjoy. And we're back, and it's time for the motherfucking news. And all the epic news and all the epic comic book news that you want to hear about, we have it for you here. Mo, take it away. Yeah. Take it away, Mo.
Okay.
Take it away. Take it away,
okay,
Mo.
Okay.
Take it away.
Nigga, shut up, man.
All right.
Look. Everybody that just listens to the podcast right now probably thinks that shit was on loop. No, that nigga literally just said that shit over and over again. 5 times. Anyway. Okay, first piece of news that we have is that DC has now revealed their new logo that they've branded everything with. If you look at the application right now, like the DC Entertainment application.
I'm showing you the old logo. I'm showing people on the screen the old logo right here. So if you watch the video on YouTube, you see the old logo. Now I'm finna flip it over to the new logo. Bam!
Hey, see how that works right there,
Bam.
man. Like look at that technology, guys.
Look at that shit.
Anyway. We have the new DC logo over here. This is the logo that they're branding everything with. And let me just give you an idea of how fast this changed. As soon as they announced this logo was going to be their new logo, the application changed, the website banner changed, everything that was involved with DC Entertainment changed. Even the comics that came out this week have that new DC logo on them. So they were serious about this. It wasn't even a thing where they had to think about it or there was just a process to it. As soon as they said, here's our logo, guys, click everything DC related has that logo on it. That's as simple as it is.
I mean, they were at least they planned this ahead of time to change this shit,
of course, but the thing is, they kept it secretive. Do you know how hard it is to keep a secret in this business right now? With a bunch of do you know what I mean? Niggas have no lives anymore. Do you know what I mean? Some people dedicate their entire life and existence to finding out what you're making.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like the fact that they kept this secret for as long as they did is pretty amazing.
It is super amazing.
Now my question is, what do you think of that logo? We're both graphic designers in some shape or form. I don't really specialize in logo design, but I still understand what a good logo looks like. And Bush is more into that side of things. I'm curious what Bush thinks about this.
I mean, I don't like it. I feel like the shit they had before, it just a fucking circle with DC in it. I mean, and they try to make it look fancy by using slab serif text, like a typeface, and it just it's all bulky and shit. And they got the little fucking what's the little slits at the top where the
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and they got that up there, and I don't like this. I feel like what they had before was better. There's nothing special about this logo. Is what I want to say. It's sort of generic to me.
Okay. You want to hear how I feel?
Yeah, I mean, you could have just went. You didn't have to. You could have just like, come on, Mo, be a professional. I mean, man.
I'm just saying, man. Like, really, how I feel about the logo is that it's kind of changed. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I first saw it, I was just like, no, change. I don't like change. Don't do new stuff.
Stop it.
You know what I mean?
It ain't no change thing for me. This shit ugly, man.
No. I'm not saying you felt like that, but I mean, I'm just like, no, why, man? Like, give Batman the undies back. You know what I mean? That's how I felt, really. And it was just like, right now, I look at it, it's like, it's classic, it's simple. It's not too heavy on the eyes. They can just stick on anything, change the color, and it looks fine. Really, my thing is this, like, a logo is as good as it is flexible. You know what I mean? Like, if this logo can be used for all of their media seamlessly, I'm fine with it. It works as a logo. Yeah. My problem is that, like, the logo they had before the one that they had before this one, like, you know the one they had in the early 2000s, the one with the star swooshing around it?
Yeah,
it was a pretty logo, right? But my problem with it was, it didn't it didn't really work when incorporated with other designs they had. Because like, do you know what I mean? Like the way this one, really, you can just change the color and it just works with any design. Do you know what I mean?
I definitely agree that you can put it on anything. That's
yeah. And I mean, another thing I noticed is that when you look at, say, like the Rebirth book that we're not going to talk about now, in the corner you'll see the new DC logo, and it works good. It doesn't look bad at all. Do you know what I mean? It just fits in. It's not something that just makes you go, oh, it's new, I don't like it. It fits in. It just fits in and it's there. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing too extreme about it. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel as if it reflects the period DC is in right now. DC was all about, like, say 5 years ago, DC was all about, we need new stuff, we need to get new fans, we need new people to read our new books. But right now it's more, DC has a long history tightly knit with the idea of legacy, and they want to go back to that. They want to bring back the things that make DC different, or all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's really what they're doing right now, and I feel as if every logo they've had up until this point reflect what period DC is in, or a particular crisis or storyline.
My whole thing is that these niggas was failing so badly that they got to change everything to feel good about themselves. Like, I mean, it's like a fat chick eating food, man. Like, suddenly wanting to exercise. Like, you feel so disgusting that you gotta just change yourself, change your life, and change everything. And I feel like Marvel whooping their ass. They like, fuck it, man. Let's change our logo. Let's make it something different. Like, I mean, I'm sure they are trying to go back to the old days where they were fucking winning, but they're not winning no more. They getting beat the fuck down. So, I mean, I feel like this logo change is a midlife crisis for DC. Even though they've been living for a long ass time.
As you can tell, I'm obviously the more optimistic one out of the two of us.
And this shit, man, come on, man. Like,
I mean, it's not amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I feel as if it works for what they want to do. It's simple enough for what they want to do. It's not like, it was not something that they made a big deal about. It wasn't like, hey guys, check out our new DC logo. They just put it up one day and then everyone saw it. That's as simple as it is. Nothing bigger than that.
It's not good enough to warrant a change. Like, if you wanted to go back old school, you could have did something way better than this.
But I don't see it like that. I don't see it as this big glamorous thing. I thought it was, hey guys, we're changing the entire scape of the DC universe again. So let's just change our logo. I feel as if it was just a side thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it was a side of fries, man. That's what it was.
Look, nigga, even still, the fries gotta be fresh and delicious. This shit is stale, nigga. This shit been out on the fries for a long time.
But the point is that they tried something new, man, and it fits in with the rest of it. The fries don't need to be amazing. They complement the burger. That's as simple as it is.
Motherfucker, you don't need no luxurious logo with fucking gradients and shit. You can just do a simple 2D look and make it simple. But this shit right here, it's nothing about this that's like, it's like, man, it ain't nothing.
I know. Also, my other way of putting it is that really we haven't had the other logo for that long. So if you really don't like this logo and you're not gonna get over the fact that it doesn't look like the peeled back logo, or it doesn't look like the sushi store logo, it's like, if you can't get over that, the logo will change in 5 years, man. Just chill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I like the peel back. It's modern and the concept art for like different versions. That shit was beautiful. Like, why did they?
Here's my thing. People hated on that logo heavy. I never saw the problem with it. I like that logo.
Wait, people hated the peel back shit.
People hated it. They hate that logo. They loathe it. My thing is this: the only problem I have with that peel back logo is that they didn't utilize it the way they could have. The thing is that when you have a peel back logo, wouldn't you want that thing to have like a peel back animation before a video game or a movie? That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's just a D and it peels back and you see the C. That would have been a cool little animation, but they didn't do that ever. They just kept it still. I don't know, man.
I mean, the shit is fucking genius though. It's like it peels back like the comic. Like, come on, man, that nigga, what? That is modern.
I mean, it was really cool when they did that thing where it's like it peels back and then there's like a comic book texture on top of the C. So you see whatever comic book it is. Like, say you're watching Green Lantern, and let's not bring about watching Green Lantern ever again, but it's like you peel back and then you see a little Green Lantern on top of the C. That would have been cool. They did that, and that was cool.
And they had like the concepts instead of a picture of the Green Lantern, they had like the beam, like the sea was green and it was like glowy and whatever the fuck, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's cool. And they also did this thing where it's like, remember in the Suicide Squad trailer where they had that thing where it was like the gear spinning?
Oh yeah,
the whole thing. That was really cool too. I like that.
Well, let's get to the one you said you like. You said you like this one right here.
I can't exactly see it right now, but I like the Bullet logo. The Bullet logo is classic. It's old. It's the book. Like when I was a kid and I was trying to get back into reading all the stuff that I missed at that point where I was like, oh, I have to read every Batman issue now. Like when I picked up those books, it's like that was the logo I always saw, and it's kind of the one I grew up with, and I like that logo a lot. At the time I started reading comics, everything was being branded with the swooshy star one. But like I really like that logo. Like it's really classic. Like it's when I think DC, like I do think of the star logo, but at the same time I think of that logo as well because it's like.
Yes, it ain't nothing. It's alright.
I mean, really, no. Everything I feel for that logo isn't something of it's the best logo of all time. It's such a well-designed, flexible logo that works in every cover. It's not one of those things. It's just I remember that logo. It's nostalgic. I like it. That's it. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that.
I mean, if they truly were about that shit, they could have like I think the dude redesigned that shit. They could have just turned that shit at an angle. And it would have fit in that circle. They could have did so much shit.
But that's my thing, man. Like the thing is that this one is kind of a callback to that logo. But the thing with this logo is that it's also communicating that DC does want to go back to what makes DC great, but it doesn't want to just be stuck in a lump of just doing all the old stuff all over again. They do want to make moves and make new storylines because this is going back to the old DC universe that we miss and enjoyed as kids and stuff like that. But that DC universe has changed since then. Do you know what I mean? We have new characters, we have new people, new additions to the universe since then. So why should the logo be exactly the same? It can try and be like the old DC, but it's never going to be exactly like the new DC. So this logo perfectly emulates that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Good. I feel you. Let's move on to the next story then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sorry. So pretty much, really, something I wanted to talk about is that an actress that was in, I believe it was Wolverine 2, the Wolverine, the one where it was based in Japan and stuff. The actress Rila Fukushima has been added to Ghost in the Shell. The reason I'm talking about this isn't because of any particular interest in her as an actress or Wolverine 2 as a movie, but the fact that a movie that's gotten so much flack about the idea of an American white actress, right, being the lead in a film that's based off something that's highly Japanese has caused a lot of traction on the internet, and a bunch of actresses and actors and filmmakers of Asian descent and of anything else really have just been hating on the movie, not because they think it's going to be bad, just because this is like brought the idea of Asian people don't get roles in Hollywood to the public eye again. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's hilarious that they just slid that information and it's like, oh yeah, we actually did cast a very good Asian actress, but she's not playing the main character.
That shit. I mean, she would be perfect to play Kusanagi. The bitch got a Japanese name. Why is she white? Look. Is her name gonna be Kusanagi in the film?
Yeah.
That's dumb as shit.
You want to know something else that makes it even more crazy? Apparently, what they're gonna do is that they're gonna edit over Scarlett Johansson's face to make her look more Asian.
No, they said they weren't doing that. They said that was false.
Oh, that's a rumor? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
That, see, man, you late as fuck on this news mode, though. You gotta up your game.
Hey, man. Okay, let me say something, man. Let me say something about Ghost in the Shell. I think that Scarlett Johansson was a great choice. Hate on me as much as you want. If she's great for the role, that's all I have to say. I'm watching this movie. I like Ghost in the Shell. I actually saw the movies, and I actually read the manga. So for all you people tweeting about this shit, and that have never seen anything to do with this, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about. That's it.
Explain how this bitch last name is Kusanagi and she white.
Because they don't give a fuck. they just want to. Like I really think it is. It's like, hey guys, like they greenlit this movie. No one expected us to greenlight. Oh, and Scarlett Johansson said yes. Put 2 and 2 together. We're making this with Scarlett Johansson, and it's like, really, my conversation as an anime fan isn't. Oh, look at this, guys. They hired a white actress to play an Asian character. My thing is that they hired a person as big as Scarlett Johansson in Hollywood to play an anime character. You know what I'm saying? That is what I think about. But that's a big deal in of itself. But obviously, no one cares about that because they're all about that whole Hollywood and Asians, man. Why do only Bruce Lee and Jet Li and Jackie Chan get roles? And it's just like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Bruce
just.
Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li is awesome, nigga. That's why they get rolled.
I'm all right. It's like, how come the niggas in the raid get cast in the Star Wars just to kick niggas and never show their faces? And I'm just
niggas
like,
is awesome. That's why they get cast and kick niggas, man. They would be in every film.
It's like, I was gonna be an arse. I was gonna be like, maybe you should learn to kick niggas, and maybe you'd get.
Oh, that's racist, man.
That's messed up. But anyway, I'm not gonna say that. I'm sorry to all of our all two of our Asian fans. I'm sorry about that.
I don't think we got any Asian fans, man.
I know, right? Like at most we have we have a mixed breed somewhere that we like a Blasian.
It's just niggas appropriating Asian culture and shit, man.
I know. I mean, the closest thing we have to an Asian is a black weeaboo. That's what we have. All right, man. We moving on to the next
Nah,
story?
man, this bitch is fine. I just wanted to spend time talking about this fine. I mean, I want to spend time talking about her, but she could have definitely been. She could have played the lead. Like the character doesn't have to exactly look like the anime character. She could have.
I don't think she looks good though, man. I think she looks a little bit ugly.
Oh, she? I mean, not really. She got those plush lips and shit. Like I don't see.
No, I saw her in a couple things, man. I don't really like how she looks, man. I saw her in that Wolverine movie, and I saw her play Katana, I believe, in Arrow. She didn't look good, man. I'm sorry.
Man, you hating, man. This bitch is fine. I mean, she probably don't have a body like that, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she could have. There's definitely Asian actresses out there that can speak English. You know, that can speak fluent English.
This is racist, man. See, that's racist right there. Like, the Asian American is a thing. Asian American is a thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling that to Hollywood. Apparently not, because the motherfuckers can't. Them bitches hidden. They can't find. They hidden in the leaves and shit on some Naruto shit.
Oh my god, that's
these bitches is crouching tiger, hidden dragon, hidden and shit. They flying. You can't find these hoes. Like,
the views of Mo are no way affiliated with the views of Bushido Spirit.
They out there, man. They out there, man.
Whatever stated on the Dark Offenders podcast doesn't reflect the opinions of Mo. That's what I have to say.
Look, man, all I'm saying is they out there Hollywood. You don't have to look far. They all in California and shit, man. Anyway, let's move on to next thing. What's the next thing, Mo?
Oh, the next thing really it's pretty simple. It's just Ben Affleck calling my boy Geoff Johns a fucking genius. And if that seems random enough for you, the only reason he would be saying that is because if you were following the news, you'd know that Warner Brothers official of some sort, greenlit, like said pretty much we're making the Batman movie. Ben Affleck's directing it, and he's the executive producer of Justice League. But the way these two actually met is that for the Batman movie, what they did was a genius move on their part, to be honest, is that they had Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck co-write the script and the screenplay for that movie. And that's how they met each other. And I'm pretty sure that when he says he's a genius, he's talking about the fact that that man managed to translate a comic book character that he understands so well into a script. And also, like a response to that was also like Geoff Johns saying that Ben Affleck has wrote some amazing dialogue for this movie. And I feel as if when an actor of Ben Affleck's caliber kind of compliments a man that works in comic books and has been working in comic books for years and gets that type of credit, it's a good thing to see, man. Like comic book writers and artists are very behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like Ben Affleck is extremely selfish. Notice how he only every movie he writes and directs is movies that star him. Where the fuck is the Ben Affleck movies that don't star him?
Wait, you want Geoff Johns as Robin? Is that what you want?
I'm just saying that Ben Affleck is very selfish, and that this motherfucker, I bet if he was directing and writing for somebody else, the movie would suck ass. You know, he just trying to elevate his own career by writing and directing these shits, man.
I don't think this man needs to elevate his career, man. He's in a great place right now.
He's in a great place because this motherfucker has been writing and directing his own films and making this shit good. Like, I appreciate that. Like,
I mean, that's the game. He's playing the game right, man. You can't be hating at the
nigga. Like, fuck it. The only person that can do this shit right is me. If I want myself to be successful, I'm gonna have to write and direct all these films that I star in.
Look, Bush, you need to understand where this greeniness supposedly got him. This man is starring, directing, producing, and writing the screenplay, or co-writing the screenplay, for his own Batman movie. You need to understand that, man. This man's playing Batman, writing Batman, directing Batman, and producing Batman. You know what I'm saying?
He is
this man
Batman.
He is Batman. You know what I mean? That's the thing you need to know, man. His greediness has got him to this point, so I'm not gonna hit the man's game. I'm not
No,
gonna
I'm just saying.
hit like.
I'm just saying. I've caught on to you, Ben Affleck, motherfucker. I see you. What you doing?
He wants you, man. Like he wants you to catch on to him. So, and when you catch him, what are you gonna say? Oh, look at that guy Ben Affleck. He's greedy and successful. Like, what does he lose from that?
I mean, he don't
You know
lose.
what I'm
I'm just saying that, motherfucker. I would never call you one of the best directors ever until you direct another actor and make that. Well, you've been directing actors, but I mean, do another lead, motherfucker. Like direct a movie that you won't star in, motherfucker.
Look, I feel as if the only time that's ever gonna happen is when Ben Affleck starts to get kind of geriatric. He starts to get a little bit old. When that nigga starts to get a little bit elderly, like the arthritis starts kicking in.
You saw that nigga body though. Well,
I'm not gonna say anything. But as far as that goes, that nigga Ben Affleck like can gain muscle like nobody. Like I don't understand, man. That guy looks like the goddamn Hulk in real life.
He got Payne Manning subscription.
Yeah. Also, like I need to say this, man. That nigga Ben Affleck's got that superhero chin.
I said subscription. I mean prescription.
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
Like that nigga's got that superhero chin. Like he's got him and you can say whatever you want about the casting. But that nigga Henry Cavill or Savile, whatever you call him, the nigga that plays Superman, and the nigga that plays, Ben Affleck, the nigga that plays Batman, like they both have those superhero faces. You can't diss that. Yeah. They have those. They got them butt chins. You know what I'm saying? I can't even help it.
Tom Brady shit, man. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Those niggas, like, I feel as if they turn around and you too close to that face, you're getting knocked out by that chin, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the powerful chins.
That chin is definitely powerful, man.
Yeah.
Clef, man. You got any more news?
I mean, really about the Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck thing is that...
Man, fuck this story.
No. I'm not talking more about the story.
You gonna do?
No. I'm talking about the story. I'm talking about something else to do with Geoff Johns.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was that, the Rebirth comic came out this week. And obviously DC had like this little launch party and signing that they had at Midtown Comics. And then Geoff Johns is not just a great writer. He's a incredibly nice citizen and person. What happened was that there was a line outside of that for people that wanted to get their Rebirth comic signed, and him and Scott Snyder, the guy that writes Batman, or wrapped up his writing of Batman at DC, left the building for the signing and started giving out pizzas to the people that were waiting in the cold, in the rain. It's really nice of them, man. Okay. And that should be appreciated, man. Two people that did not need to do that. People that were on the clock were like, you know what? We're buying pizza for people. And that's a nice thing to do.
That's cool, man. It would have been funny had this book been asked, they started talking shit to him in regards to the pizza, man. That should have been funny, though.
No, they were just like, God damn, Geoff Johns, you ain't even gonna give a nigga pepperoni. Is how it is. Like, he's gonna get really pissed off.
They gave him cheese pizza?
I don't know, man, what pizza they gave him, but I'm saying is they gave single people full-on boxes of goddamn pizza. It wasn't a slice. It was a.
You know this ain't no story, right?
Hey man, that pizza probably went in.
Well,
anyway,
I feel like you just put shit in here so you can dig around people that you like, man.
Hey man, let me do what I do. You can say that Ben Affleck.
Stay on that dick, man. Like stay on that. Like I'm talking about a nigga's chest, but you on the nigga dick. So I mean, you can't criticize me. I'm in a safer position.
Leave me alone, Bush. Leave me alone. Let me do what I need to do, man. Let me talk about my comic books. Let me talk about Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck and write fan fiction, make yaoi and leave me alone, man. Anyway,
man, chill out, man.
Next piece of news, okay? Mark Ruffalo promises that Thor Ragnarok, a film that's coming out next year, if you didn't know, just need to remind you the release date, is going to be an intergalactic buddy road movie. So I remember Kevin Feige at some point was saying something along the lines of Phase 3 being the phase of buddy films, meaning that the films would support, most of them would have the name of the headline character, but they'd become buddy films. Like, I theorize that Black Panther is going to be a Bucky Black Panther buddy film. Because you can't, like, kind of jump around the fact that nigga's cryogenically frozen in Wakanda. You know what I mean? Also, there's obviously the Ant-Man and Wasp film going on. And now, I think this was announced after people were worrying about the fact that Hulk and Thor won in Civil War. Those people are going to be in 4-3. So 4-3 is going to heavily involve the Hulk in his plot. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be really interesting, man.
Like, I hate all the Thor films, but I might watch this one just because Hulk in it.
I mean, Four's films have definitely been the weakest overall. You know what I mean? Like they've definitely been the weakest.
Yeah.
I don't know. If people could possibly argue Iron Man, but I still think that 3 and 1 were better than both the 4 movies that have come out so far. And really, the idea is that Mark Ruffalo is going to be playing the Hulk, or the Hulk is going to appear in an MCU movie outside of the Avengers. And how long has it been, man? It's been years since that's happened. I think the last time that happened was in that Edward Norton solo movie that they did. And we're probably never going to get a solo Hulk film. You know what I mean?
I don't think we need a solo Hulk film. Like, I don't think we need that anyway.
But I mean, I feel as if it'd be cool. Like, I feel like I'd watch a Planet Hulk movie. You know what I mean? Like, that stories about the Hulk that they can do. But I'm perfectly fine with the idea of him being someone that appears in the Avengers movies. But it's become a thing where it's like there's too big of a gap between Avengers movies for them to only have him appear in those movies. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So if him appearing in a 4 movie is a wise move, because people are like, okay, this is cool and everything, but can I see the Hulk smash something? And it's like, yeah, you can see the Hulk smash something in 4 free. And you can go watch that and see him do some cool stuff. And plus, man, like, think about this picture. Think about Mark Ruffalo somehow ending up in Asgard and wrecking shit, just destroying it. That'd be cool.
That sounds good, man. My feet tingling a little bit. I like that right there, man. I love
good thing that he
Hulk
said
smash.
nothing else is tingling. I feel as if that's a sex tape of some sort. You know what I mean? Like Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
I
I mean, that's probably a Hulk smash sex tape out there. I'm sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see She-Hulk smash though, man. I don't care about.
Ooh, after that issue 0 of Civil War, I have to agree with you, man.
She-Hulk, fine as a motherfucker, man.
Yep. You want to move on to the next one? Next one is Kingpin Homecoming story type thing, where pretty much people were campaigning on like Twitter and stuff of like, oh, hashtag Kingpin Homecoming. We need to get Kingpin and Homecoming, and like. That's kind of a touchy subject because it's like we've all heard these rumors about Marvel TV's relationship being really bad with Marvel Studios' relationship, and even after all this cool stuff that Marvel is doing with their movies and Marvel TV is doing with their TV shows, we still have this stupid in-house conflict. Like it's really dumb.
Wait, there's an end. Like I never understood that in-house conflict thing. 'Cause I heard didn't Feige come out and say that there will never be no tie-in between the films or the TV?
I mean, he might have possibly said that. People will say that Kevin Feige says a lot of stuff. And I think like there was also this other story about Kevin Feige saying that he'd love the characters to cross over. And then there was this other thing about Kevin Feige saying that if Daredevil ever appears in the movies, he's going to get recasted. Kevin Feige said a lot of stuff, man.
The fuck?
A lot of stuff. I don't know, man. But really
what's the hatred though?
I've like what I heard was that someone from Marvel TV. Most people say it's Jeff Loeb because that's the only name that they can remember to do with like Marvel TV. But someone has a really bad relationship with Kevin Feige, and that somehow managed to drip into their professional relationships, and somehow has stopped us, 2 grown-ass white men arguing about bullshit, has stopped us from seeing Daredevil in an Avengers movie. Okay, that's all I have to just clarify right now. And really, it's just annoying. It's really annoying that happens. It's like. There was this whole campaign. Even Vincent D'Onofrio, the guy that plays, what's it called, the Kingpin, was excited for this idea. And it's like, yeah, guys, I'd love to be in that movie. You should probably tell Marvel about that. Exactly, they shut that nigga down. Like they took that nigga down. Like I don't want to make any controversial
Marvel
comparisons.
Like, hey, nigga, you chill the fuck out, man. Sit that shit.
They blew that Marvel tranquilizer gone straight to his throat. I don't know, man. Like he was out. He was just like, you know what? Marvel was confirmed. This is never happening.
Like, hey, nigga, don't let the title of Kingpin go to your head, nigga. We the real Kingpin. We in charge.
It's like they were just like, hey man, you're our bitch, and he's like, damn, I am that bitch. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna tweet this, and it's just like it's kind of messed up, man, because there was some phone call behind the scenes where they're like, you can't be saying this, Vincent D'Onofrio, and he's like, damn, I can't be saying this. It's like, yeah. Like he just tweets that shit out. Anyway, my thing is this: how do you feel about Kingpin being in Spider-Man: Homecoming? Because people, as most people know, like Daredevil, like Kingpin is a Daredevil villain, but he's just as much a Daredevil villain as he is a Spider-Man villain. And if you remember the '90s cartoon, like Kingpin featured in that show very prominently as a villain, a recurring villain actually. Uh-huh. And I'm curious as to what you think. Do you think that the Kingpin, like Vincent D'Onofrio, is good enough of a villain to be in a Spider-Man movie? Do you think he'd fit tonally with that movie? And Yeah, anything else you feel as if you need to say about the man?
I mean, I feel like he'd be perfect for a Spider-Man movie. I mean, and the Spider-Man movie gonna be street level anyway. It makes sense because Kingpin really is the dude that orchestrates a lot of stuff that happens to Spider-Man. Like, so I feel like, especially in the cartoon, he was I think he was one of the first characters that brought in Punisher. Did Punisher come in by himself? But regardless of that, Kingpin was linked to a lot of Spider-Man's rogue gallery in the cartoons, like Electro and shit like that. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, he would definitely work in a Spider-Man film.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the way I feel about it is that Vincent D'Onofrio is not like one of those TV only actors. You know what I mean? Like the man has done lots of movies. He was in Jurassic World. And that's like that's in the top 3 most grossing movies ever. So it's like, why can't that man be in that movie? Why can't you give him those movie wages? And why can't he go from the Marvel TV side of things to the movies? Why can't they have that crossover? And even if these people have a personal problem with each other, that shouldn't leak into a professional setting. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't let that type of thing invade like what fans have been waiting for their entire lives. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And really what I want to say is also the Spider-Man and like really, they don't even necessarily have to outright have things happen. Like my problem is that they're not even referencing stuff. Like how in Civil War can you not reference the fact that a man is taking out 3 separate gangs with scraps? The nigga didn't have anything on him besides a couple handguns and took out 3 of the most potent gangs in New York. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I know there's the whole thing where it's like, oh, the Avengers are busy and they don't find out about stuff in time. And it's like, okay, I understand that, but it's like, how can you not find out about this? I don't understand you don't find out about the Daredevil. I know you don't find out about Jessica Jones, but this nigga killed 4 gangs by himself, and it's in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It don't really make sense for him not to be like any of the street level dudes to not be in a film with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is fucking street level. But let's move on. Fuck it. I think we expressed our opinion on this enough.
Yeah, I mean, his stuff is stupid. Marvel's hoping to shoot parts of Black Panther in Africa. I'm like, no shit, man. This is a no story, man. Like, I mean, I feel like they still pandering to like black people with this film. And like, hey, we got a lot of niggas in this film. Like, I feel like they just put that out there just to do some more pandering. Like, it's gonna be some of it's gonna be shot in Africa. I feel like because after that, like whole Black Panther so lit thing, what's it called? These news sites are desperate for more like Black Panther headlines and stuff because they know that shit will get clicks. But I also there's one thing that's really interesting about this is that really they don't need to necessarily go to Africa because like I don't know if you saw the Jungle Book or the trailers for the Jungle Book movie, the live action one, but none of that was in Africa. None of that was actually outside of the studio. That was entirely CG. The animals were CG, the trees were CG.
Wait, Jungle Book takes place in Africa? I thought it was like in Brazil or some shit.
Oh yeah, it was like in Brazil or India. But the fact is that an entire setting, a jungle setting, right, was done in CG. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. None of it was actually in wildlife. That little kid was just in this room full of like green screens, and it's just the most amazing thing ever to really think about that. It's like they went in an age where they don't need to be in Africa to be in Africa in a movie.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah.
I mean, that's really all we have to say. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Chris Evans reacts to Captain America plot twist in a book. So, if you're not familiar with the comic side of things, what happened is that Marvel recently released not even recently, they released it 2 days ago, I believe, the first issue of Steve Rogers' Captain America, or Captain America Steve Rogers, and it pretty much tells the story of Captain America being aged down to the age he is roughly in the movies, and pretty much him taking out the Captain America role again alongside Sam Wilson. So it's like the Falcon never stopped being Captain America, but Steve Rogers is Captain America at the same time. And the plot twist in the book is that Captain America is a Hydra agent. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But really, the interesting part about this is that someone sent this to Chris Evans, and that nigga was just like, Hydra? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. And it's just like, I understand that there's a limit, but even the actor that plays this character has to be surprised. It's like, damn, I'm an evil wolf this time. It's like, damn, I'm playing a villain. It doesn't really matter.
Probably got scared like that. Is this gonna be how? Is this how it's gonna be in the movie?
I know. It's like okay. I guess everyone's spoiled the big plot twist for Infinity War. I guess I should quit.
Yeah, I'm extremely curious. I like how they set it up though with the lady from the past. I'm curious about how they do that. Where they gonna take that shit? We're gonna talk about that shit. We're gonna talk about it later.
Part, yeah. Next story I have is that the Lionsgate CEO has said they're considering that they might even make 7 more Power Rangers movies, even after the bad reception to like the suits that they've had. I'm like, really, these movies don't need to stop anything because there's bad reception for everything, really. Like, it's rarely that we have something that everyone universally likes. Yeah. But it's like we have he's saying that they'll do 7 more movies, and like really that beckons a lot of questions. Are they going to do like 7 more movies with these characters? Are they going to do the various other shows that they had like as TV shows like Time Force or whatever, SPD or whatever it is, Ninja Storm, like, are they gonna do those movies? I doubt that, but I feel as if they'll keep this going on as a continuous story. But my thing is this: the only reason this interests me, like these movies in general, is that it's a new take, man. It isn't the show that I grew up with. It has new actors.
Thank God.
Very different premise. Like it's like there's more of an extraterrestrial type thing going on. Like the suits are linked to space and aliens and stuff like that.
Oh, see, that's going too goddamn far, nigga. But like the suits with aliens. Oh, you know what? I'll take that back because I mean, where did they get the first suits from anyway? It was
some nigga, some floating head nigga gave it to them.
some nigga in the glass.
And he's just like defend the Earth people, and they're like, sure guys.
I'm pretty sure that nigga was an alien, man. So like, I mean, so I mean, this ain't too far fetched. But I do like that they like fuck that old show because that old show was trash. It was garbage.
It's my guilty pleasure. But anyway, my point is this. My point is that this is the same show, but so many things have changed. Really, one of the most particular things for me that has changed that I really like is that they're like, this is 2016 or 2017, whenever they released the movie, and they're like, we can't have the black guy be the Black Ranger, even though that's like loyal to the original show. We need to have him be the Blue Ranger, and we have the other nigga be the Black Ranger. And I'm just like, cool, man. Let's change that.
You know, now that I've seen Black Panther in his outfit, like make that nigga black, like you. I mean, people, black people we didn't really care about that nigga being black. I mean,
I feel as if it's just white people feeling uncomfortable, man. Like it's like, so the black guy is the Black Ranger, and it's like, but all the black people might be mad, and it's like, let's make him the Blue Ranger.
That nigga had the best costume. He didn't get no praise, but he had one of the best costumes. Man, that shit was fire.
That was the best meme ever, where you have like the Black Power Ranger because of the Black Power Fist, and it's the Black Power Ranger. Like, that was cool, man. And I'm like,
yeah, they did do all of that shit.
And I'm like, we can't do that anymore. That was the Blue Power Ranger. That just doesn't have the same ring to it.
I mean, the thing what made it so bad was that the nigga was breakdancing. It was the shit he did outside the suit, not the actual suit, man.
He was legit the token black friend. It's just like, hey, man, what you doing? It's hilarious to me. I don't know, man.
But looking at these suits, I'm kind of disappointed because the women, the suits ain't tight enough for the women, man. Like I want the titties.
To be fair, like I feel as if it's as feminine as it can be in that weirdo suit. But they have the high heels. They have the breastplates.
Wait, they got high heels.
Yeah, look at them. Like if you look at the costumes, not high. They have lifts. Like they have heels at the back of their feet. It's just like this wasn't even in the original. This is a little too far.
Like nigga, you can't even. These super stripper outfits, you can't even fight in there.
I know, right? It's just like,
nah, that don't. Go ahead.
I mean, you failed to realize, Bush, is that heels are a sign of power and empowerment, man. Women should be allowed to wear heels. I say that fully knowing the man probably wrote that, and he's like some nigga sneak that in to the costume designer. Include high heels, please. Yeah, so that's what happened.
The only issue I have with these suits is that I think they went a little bit too overboard with the little lines and shit. It's shit that doesn't serve a purpose. It's
just like we get it. It's from outer space. Stop putting those damn lines in it. No.
Yeah, like they went too far with that. But I mean, the suits do look cool still. Like the helmets especially.
I mean, the reason the helmets are cool is because they're pretty much exactly the same from the original series because they have the little animals at the top with the dinosaurs.
There you go, Dick Ryan, Mo. I see you.
But that's what they are. That's what they are,
I
Bush.
know, Mo. I see you, Mo. But you had to crowbar it in from the original. I mean, go ahead, Mo, man. Go be yourself, Mo. Be gay as you want to be.
Bear in mind, this is the nigga that's consistently said for the last 3 episodes, the last 4 episodes of Dio, that a man is sexy, quote unquote.
So I'm comfortable with my masculinity. I can say dudes look sexy, man, without feeling some type of way, though.
I mean, all I'm saying is that I don't feel that way. But next story would be that, remember that dead Robin, that Robin suit we had in Batman v Superman?
Remember that suit, man. Yeah.
You remember that suit? That was the
only thing cool in the movie, man, is that suit.
The one where apparently everyone figured out that nigga had a bat wax as a weapon. He was sending out Robin with a bat wax.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck? This nigga, arcade ass weapon. Nigga say medieval
you see, that nigga had a blade at the end of his. I was like, that's cool.
And shit, man.
I was like, oh, that's cool. They gave him the stuff, but then this might make a little bit more sense.
That nigga watching too much Game of Thrones and shit.
I know, right? So here's the thing. The problem is that they had these really bad rumors at the beginning when they were doing this whole thing where it's like, oh, what if the Joker is Robin and the Robin stopped being Robin and he went crazy and he turned into the Joker, or what if the Robin was Nightwing and Nightwing died, or what about if Dick Grayson is dead and he's not Nightwing? And it's just like people were talking about the stupidest shit ever. Yeah. It was just like all of these rumors were going everywhere. But of course, DC realized and clarified actually that they weren't that far down the rabbit hole. They weren't doing stupid stuff like to that level. And they decided to just go with the comic book stuff. The dead Robin was Jason Todd, the guy that eventually gets revived and becomes the Red Hood. And that also suggests that Nightwing is somewhere out there. Nightwing was in fact the Robin, and since they clarified that picture that they had on the set of Batman v Superman was actually for Thomas and Martha Wayne, then there's nothing to suggest that there wasn't a Robin before and that Robin didn't become Nightwing. So we will get Nightwing, we will get Dick Grayson, and we will get Jason Todd becoming the Red Hood. And it's just made everything so much better, really. Do you know what I mean? They clarified all of the comic book stuff is going to happen. And it shows that they do care about the source material. You know what I mean? They're not too far down that whole Zack Snyder's vision and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we have yet to really get a good Robin movie, like a good Robin story. Period. Like,
yeah. So I mean, there's not really a notable Robin at all. I can't name one off the top of my head that I really loved or liked.
I mean, Damian. I love Damian. That nigga popping off.
Oh, no. Okay, you're talking about comic like Robins. I like a lot.
I'm talking about movies too. Like just nowhere. Like.
Oh, you mean those? I mean, like the Under the Red Hood movie was solid. Like they depicted
it was. But he was
Jason Todd in this one.
I'm talking about like regular Robin. Yeah.
Yeah, but. I mean, like they made me feel bad for him in that movie when he was about to die, and like the Joker killed him with that crowbar and set off the explosives. So I mean, that made me feel bad for him. But really, it's interesting. Really, like I feel as if Damian has been done well in those movies. Whether you like those movies, like that's your choice. That's your opinion you have and everything. But I do think that Damian has been accurate to the comic books, and Damian has been interesting thus far in this new movie continuity that they have. And really, I feel as if this just brings like a lot of hope to the whole Batman side of things, because the one thing that people consistently praise is Ben Affleck as Batman. And since we have stories like Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck are making their own movie, everything that happened in the comics is going to happen in these movies. There's nothing to worry about on the Batman side of things. So Batman fans are 100% going to be satisfied, and everything seems to be the most comic book accurate we've ever gotten in any cinematic version of the Batman mythos. You know what I mean? So it's just a good thing to look forward to, and I feel as if DC needs good news like this. You know what I mean?
I feel like the Batman movie gonna be so damn good that like no other film that DC produces gonna ever be able to be compared to that, and it's gonna be. It's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like it's in a completely different universe than the rest. Like
I'm picturing in my head, and there's no way on the face of this earth that movie can be bad, in my opinion. Like I can't think of a single way that movie would be bad, because everything I've heard about it has been good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel about like maybe one other movie, but I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, the next piece of news is also DC themed. There have been test screenings for Suicide Squad, so people have seen a cut of the movie, not the final cut, but people have seen a version of the movie. And do you wanna go ahead and show like the tweets that people have been?
I can read them off.
Go ahead.
This dude, Gleek Moonwalker. So I just saw an early screening for Suicide Squad. It was fucking amazing. And then the dude tweets again, Jared Leto's Joker was amazing. It's different aspects of insanity that just fits. He has a bunch of emojis. Same dude. It's like one nigga tweeting like 8 times. Margot Robbie was just a perfect Harley Quinn. My God, that's how I felt when I saw her, man. She fine as a motherfucker. Just perfectly crazy. Okay. And this one is from, what's his name? Nikon GME. I don't know. There's a bunch of letters and shit.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead, Twitter man.
Got to watch an early screening of Suicide Squad, and it was actually pretty great.
That's awesome, man. Like, even the worst of the reviews was that.
So he's being modest, but, he's... and this dude is from Ultra Star Killer.
I love that, man. That was the most nonchalant review you could possibly give, and it was pretty great.
Yeah, it was all right. It was decent,
It was pretty fantastic.
I liked it. This is from Ultra Star Killer. Saw Suicide Squad today. It met my expectations. Can't wait for the actual release. I guess he wanted to see other people's reactions to it because he enjoyed it so much.
Do you know what that actually means? That means that guy plans to see it a second time. So has to be this good.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Alexis Harold saw a free first screening. He had to put that free, boy. Humble bragging. I ain't even humble. He's just bragging. I saw a free first screening of Suicide Squad last night. The movie was amazing. All the characters were played incredibly well. Recommended. All right, let's go. I think that's all the tweets right there.
That's awesome. I mean, really, how can you not feel good about that? There's this movie that's had fantastic trailers up until this point, and now it's just been confirmed that not even the final cut of the movie, and people are already loving it. You know what I mean? And the fact that we talked about this before, the idea that if DC is willing to release a movie that they've made this early, they're confident. Next story would be that the Teen Titans get a new look for Rebirth, and they've released the designs for how they're going to look. And we're going to go through them one by one, and Bush and me are going to tell you what we think.
Okay, well,
go ahead, Bush.
Right now I'm looking at Beast Boy, and
I think he looks like shit.
I don't fuck with it. I like Beast Boy from the cartoon. I mean, I don't know what to say about this shit. It don't look like nothing special.
I think my problem with Beast Boy is that his suit looks alright, but my problem is that he looks a little bit fucked up.
Yeah, he looks like shit. Yeah.
Like, why is it he's got the open toes and no shoes, and he's got like the weird fingers. The weird fingers and stuff. Like, he got the really long weird fingers with the nails. I don't like it, man. He looks like Wild Mutt from Ben 10. I don't like it, man.
He looks like a bootleg ass Beast from X-Men and shit, man.
I know, right? He looks a little bit too Beast and not enough boy, and it's a bit weird.
Yeah, he's too much of a beast. Like, yeah.
Not in the cool way.
Yeah, I like the other version. I like the cartoon animated version from Teen Titans.
I like it when he's just a green guy. Like, he's a normal human being with green hair and green skin, and then he turns into the different animals.
Like, don't make
That's
that.
Cool.
Yeah, don't make that nigga an animal. Let him turn into the motherfuckers. Like, come on.
Exactly. It's just a bit weird now. Like, he looks a little bit strange, and I can't imagine him just walking around out in the street. Like, they have him in... Like, you see that design next to him where he has the casual wear? I'm like, people are still going to look at you if you dress like that.
This motherfucker wearing capris and shit. Look how short that nigga, his pants are. Like, come on.
Goddamn freak of nature, man.
Let's go on to the next picture, man. Let's go on. We're looking at Robin now.
I think he looks cool, man. He's had some bad designs. Like, if you look at the Rebirth picture that he released with all of the different new characters and stuff that they want to have out there, like, this is a good design for him. The other one looked really bad. He had a sword. I don't like it.
Yeah, this should look good. I love this. It look nice.
Looks clean as hell, and I like his normal wear too. He looks really like a young Batman. You know what I'm saying?
He does look like a young Batman. Wait,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
what Robin is this?
Oh, that's Damian.
Is Damien? Oh, I
So
love Damien.
Damien's cool. Like my entire thing is that the idea of the book, the Teen Titans book, is that the Teen Titans are just doing what they do, and then Damien shows up and decides to lead the team, and nobody wants him to. And that's the entire pitch for the book. And it's just like I need to read that. I want to see Damien get rejected by an entire group, and he wants to lead them, bitch. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, that shit look nice. Yeah. I mean,
and I'm interested.
They sort of way too heavy on that medieval theme though. Like you saw Robin with a fucking battle axe, and now they got the little medieval guard clothing.
Yeah, but I feel as if this looks cool. Like the other one was really bad, like really bad. This one looks actually pretty cool, and it's slick. Like I mean, look, it's like it looks like a costume you can go fight in it, as far as comic books go. Next character.
We got Starfire.
It's basic as hell, man. It's exactly what you'd expect Starfire to look like in the comic books.
That picture on the left, though, the right, she got a fatty. That picture on the right, she thick to the motherfucker up.
Of course, man. Like that's how they draw Starfire in the books. She ain't some confused damsel in distress that she was in the cartoon, man. She look light skinned, man. That's a yellow ball, man. She's a goddamn supermodel. That's what she is, man. That's what she is. Except, like, I don't talk about like Instagram booty.
I said yellow ball. I mean red ball. I said yellow ball. What the fuck?
I don't know the difference, so it doesn't really matter. Like the subscribers might catch you on that shit. It's like, I don't know.
Man, you can tell I'm sleepy, dog. Like fuck.
Yeah, you want to move into the next one quickly so you can get back to sleep?
Yeah, this Kid Flash is a boss, man.
Hey man, that little lightning streak in his head.
Oh, that shit is fire, man. It just seeps swag. Like, look at that, man.
No, that like, you know, the day that nigga got his powers, he was just like, I need to go show off. I have to get this designed by my barber, man. I need to get this little lightning bolt in my hair.
That lightning bolt, cool as shit, man. It made me think of Blade, because Blade got that cool ass hairstyle, them cool ass.
Also, like, that nigga dress cool as hell. You got the cool shoes on, man. You got them Jordans.
Nigga look like Hobson with that shit on. Like,
you got the little Hobson shape up too. I don't know, man. It look cool.
That shit do look cool. I fuck with it. Let's go to the next. Raven.
I love it. I like the Raven one a lot. Say what you want. I like it a lot. I like the highlights in her hair. I don't like her normal wear though. I don't like her like something Frankie shirt that she has on. I don't like that. But her regular clothes, like her fighting, like, you know, her little mysticism Raven clothes, they're cool. I mean, like the design incorporates the Raven feathers as well as like the little cloak thing that she has.
It just looks too generic, and they went super hard with that. I'm making her emo all the way. Shit.
But I like that. The reason I like that is because the cartoon doesn't provide that anymore because we have goddamn Teen Titans Go, and B, before like this whole rebirth thing happened, she didn't look like that. She didn't act like that. She had a really weird design. Like, you see the picture? Look in the corner. That's what she looked like in the New 52. She looked really weird, man. She has like that weird white shit on her face.
Oh, you're talking about that? Man, I like how they draw their bodies. God damn.
Oh yeah, the body's great, but like the face, just the head thing isn't, man. It looked like a goddamn alien and shit. I don't like it. But that's how I feel about it. I like the new Raven design. I feel as if Raven, Robin, and like Kid Flash are my favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
Starfire's one isn't bad per se. It's what you expect it to look like. And Beast Boy, like, his costume is cool, but he isn't. You know what I mean?
I know his costume is shit, man. Like, he got on capris and shit, man.
No, I'm talking about his fighting costume, like the little orange shit.
That should look like shit too. Like,
you hate it, man. I don't know, man. That nigga look like a chimpanzee or some shit, man. Like if that nigga gives you a handshake, you're gonna feel weird as hell.
Nigga got too creative with the design and shit, man.
I know, right? He's like, I can give him long fingers and no shoes and big toes, and it's like, don't do that, please.
Let's go to the next one. It's next story, I guess.
Alright, so the next story is that Civil War becomes the fourth Marvel movie to earn $1 billion. And that fills in what is the next piece of news, is that the MCU has made a total of $10 billion.
Damn.
From that movies, and that's a lot of money, man. Yeah. Like, I don't think that's the type of money you could use to stop world starvation. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. That's that type of money, man. Like, that's a lot of money. That's the type of money to just, I don't know, man. That's a lot. I don't know what you could do with that money, but that's a lot of that money, man.
So live.
And really, just thinking about it is that Marvel has built an empire at this point. Like, even if people stop watching these movies right now and stop caring about them, they've made a win. You know what I'm saying? They don't lose anything.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And really, that's what I have to say. How do you feel about Marvel making a lot of money? More money than we'll ever make in our entire life.
I mean, look, I don't feel no type of way about it. I'm happy for Marvel, but they're not giving me none of that money, so fuck them. But I do appreciate that. I do enjoy them making money because it gives them the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want and not be restrained by anybody. So yeah, keep making money.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. Only thing I have to say is stop being a bitch and like cross over the TV shows to the movies. That's all my problem is. Besides that, I'm good, man. Like, well done. You've done good. All right, man. Next piece of news is that Linda Carter says that the Wonder Woman movie should be led by a female director, which it is. And then that's followed up with a claim saying that she thinks everything looks really great. She does like the fact that Gal Gadot, whatever you want to call her, is playing Wonder Woman. She likes the fact that the movie is being helmed by what's called a female director, and the movie is just being held with so much respect. They're putting money into it. They're confident in it. Do you know what I mean? Like the fact that this movie is like the third movie in that line of their new DC connected universe and stuff, and really, if you don't know who Linda Carter is, I should have explained this a second ago, is Linda Carter was probably the first actress, I believe, to play an on-screen Wonder Woman, or at least the most popular, the most notable. She played her in, I believe, this shortly-lived TV show, but people still hold up to some, like, high standard, I believe. Like, I never actually watched the show, but I do know...
My mom used to watch that shit on, it was on one of those channels.
Oh really? That's cool, man. I heard a lot of people like used to watch that show, and it's like I only realized that show existed later on in life. That's really cool, man. The fact that they even had that, and it's like she looked good as Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Like she looked good, and I mean I feel as if people still compare her to Gal Gadot is still compared to Linda Carter, even after that shortly lived TV show, and it's just interesting that those people are still held to that standard. People still think that Linda Carter played the character better than Gal Gadot, but to be fair, like she didn't have that many lines or anything in BVS. But we have an entire movie to judge who is the better Wonder Woman later on.
I don't think that shit matters. Yeah. Like Linda Carter ain't even relevant no more. I mean, she was fine as hell in the old Wonder Woman, but
you know. I mean, they both are part of the character's legacy. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right, so next piece of news we have is about Beauty and the Beast. Yes, we covered Disney stuff now. Besides
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, they actually played that song at the end of the trailer. Anyway, Beauty and the Beast gets a teaser trailer. Emma Watson obviously playing the Beauty. I can't remember who's playing the Beast, but I don't know, man. They gonna be hyped, man. I don't know. They play.
She ain't got that Margot Robbie look, man. Like she ain't. I mean, I'd fuck the shit out of Emma Watson, but she not Belle, man. Belle's supposed to be the finest bitch in the town.
I mean, the best way to put it is, I feel like Belle is just supposed to be an innocent, like loving girl that gets taken by this beast.
No,
I feel as if Margot Robbie, if she got taken by the beast, Margot Robbie would try to kill that nigga. I don't know why.
Man, stop it. I'm just saying that. Wasn't Belle I forgot what color. I think Belle was a blonde, wasn't she?
No, she was a brunette.
She was a brunette. Yeah, she was. Yep. She was. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Emma Watson looks like a one of the homie type girls. She don't look like somebody that's.
You trying to say Belle can't be the homie, man?
Look, man. Nah, Belle can't be the homie, man.
That's messed up, man.
No, man. Belle, stay her ass in that kitchen. I'm just fucking with you. But I don't know. I mean, that's a nitpick. But I mean, I'm sure this will be a great film. It should be great for the part.
I mean, really, what they did so far just seems all good. Like, I have no problem with it so far. Like, the fact that they did that little thing where they had the little beauty at the end of the trailer. You know, that was cool. I like that. They never, like... And it's just, like... And I feel as if they had loads of little moments, and they had the voice of, like, Gaston and all of the other characters. And it was nice, man. I enjoyed it.
Gaston?
And I feel as if...
Wait, who's playing Gaston? Man, that shit gonna be...
I have no idea. I think it might actually be the original voice actors. I'm not sure. But that's really cool because with the thing, even if you're not necessarily like a big movie star of sorts, if you're voiceovering, like if you're doing the voice for a CG character, like it's still pretty cool to be able to do that. I don't know, man. I'll have to look it up. But the movie seems interesting. I have no reason not to like it. And if you didn't know, not DC, but Disney. I keep mixing DC and Disney up. They both begin with D, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Disney are kind of doubling down on this whole connected universe live action series of things where they're pretty much doing live action adaptations of their Disney movies, plus other extra like things that Disney has the rights to that they didn't make into animated movies ever. And I feel as if this is just a new way to experience it. Like apparently the Jungle Book movie was just like the original Jungle Book movie, except the fact that it was set in the real world kind of changed the movie totally a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, the fact that you're actually seeing a lion, a tiger actually trying to attack a kid, that kind of changes the tone of the movie completely because it's not animated anymore. This feels real.